Rockets are in a 2-0 hole with Game 3 tomorrow in Houston. Both teams are dealing with injuries to their star players. James Harden practiced yesterday after suffering an eye laceration in Game 2. He said he's going to play tomorrow, but added that the pain is tougher in bright lights. For the Warriors, Steph Curry dislocated the middle finger on his left hand in Game 2, but he was able to practice yesterday and is expected to play tomorrow. So, Shannon, who wins Game 3?
Rockets. And you heard what he said, Skip. You see his eyes? Have you ever seen someone's eyes naturally like that, Skip Bayless? No.
It looked horrible.
Now, Dodge...
He should be in the hospital.
You know what, Skip Bayless? Red eye...
Jenny wants him to be in the hospital.
I would be, for sure.
You know, the red eye reminds me of
so
something. You
scary.
know, Dodge got a Hellcat red eye, Skip. I better not see you on the road. I might be getting one to bust you up on the coming up Avenue of the Star. But anyway...
You would have no shot against
Anyway,
me.
Skip, listen. The Rockets haven't played particularly well, and they still been in all these ball games. Now, I believe they can keep the Warriors off the glass from getting 18 offensive rebounds. I believe they can cut down on the turnovers. I'm not going to say cut it in half, but they can be around, say, 11, 12. That's 6 possessions where at least where you get the ball to the rim, as opposed to turning it over and letting Golden State get extra opportunities. Because as you mentioned the other day, Golden State got the ball up 91 times. But when you turn it over as many times as the Rockets did, when you allow them to get 18 offensive rebounds, which the Rockets allowed them to do, this is what's going to happen.
Houston took only 77 shots.
Yes.
Okay.
James Harden is averaging 32 points in the playoffs. He averaged 36 in the regular season. He's shooting 30% from 3. He shot 37% in the regular season. He's averaging 5 assists a game. He averaged about 8 in the regular season. So all his numbers are down. But they won't be like that on Sunday. 40 piece.
40 piece.
40 spot.
Go 50.
No, he ain't gonna 50.
Why not?
He gonna go 40 though, and they're gonna win this game. That's what I do know, and we got due on that.
We don't have to. I have to tell you. I just told you. I picked Houston to win this series, so why would I bet against myself?
Well, I picked the Warriors, but I'm still taking the Rockets to Skip. I don't know why you do this. You can pick you can pick somebody to win the series and then pick against them in a game.
That is
but,
true.
But if Golden State wins this game, it's over, right? This is it.
Yeah, you're not beating them. You're not beating them 4 times.
Right. So why would I bet against the team that's on the brink here? Like their last chance is they have to win this game. This is another must win. Because if you don't, you're not coming back. I don't think. I mean, it's happened before.
No. You're not winning 4 games. You might win
fall behind 3-0, have a series record of 135.
So they're not coming back.
Only 3 teams have ever forced Game 7.
And the Rockets won't be one of them. Won't be number 4. So I need Capella to give me 2015 CP3. I need you to call your All-State agent.
Really?
Yeah.
Maybe you should bring him out on the court with you.
He's
always there.
You might need to get some flood insurance. Right. There ain't no flooding going on here, but maybe some
storm windows. You got to put storm windows
maybe
up.
a fire or earthquake insurance or something, CP3.
Yeah.
I need you Sunday.
Yeah.
I need you, CP3. CP3 gonna give me 20 and 10.
So, I did pick Houston. But the game I needed, the game I wanted, the game I thought I would win was game number 1 at Oracle, where the Warriors have struggled all year. They were forced into a tight turnaround from a Friday night Game 6 at Clippers at Staples here in L.A. to Sunday afternoon facing a Houston team that was rested and had spent 48 hours in the Bay Area to get acclimated and to practice at Oracle. You couldn't ask for much more, and then it was announced pregame that both Steph and Clay have some sort of ankle issues. I don't know how big a deal it was, but at least you got that going for you.
Hold on. Why you do that? Why you talking about you didn't know how big a deal that was, but James Harden looking like somebody done hit him in the eye like 5 times, and you talking about, I can't tell if anything's wrong.
I don't know how big a deal their ankles were, but they combined in game 1 to make 5 total threes. Is that good? That's the kind of game you can win, right?
Yes.
And everything was going their way except the referees. And I believe the referees flat out stole game 1 from Houston. And I think it psychologically devastated Houston. And I told you a couple days ago, they stepped on the floor in game 2. They were mentally defeated. And I know they kind of hung in and hung on. But every time they made any push, Golden State said, nope, not in this house, not this time, not you guys. And that was that. So, again, James came back and played very well with red eyes. You know, he played very well. Well, he just did. He was,
why you poo-pooed it then? Why you downplayed it?
Because he was even joking about it. Like, I got eye drops after he made that big three.
Did you
I got
see
eye
the man
drops.
eyes yesterday, Skip?
Huh?
So does that look like a man that's totally 100%
Maybe
healthy?
he just stayed up too late.
So he been at the club. So he been at the club where they smoking at his eye. That's smoke.
Yeah, I don't
Real
know.
redness. I don't know about that.
You know how that goes.
You ought to be ashamed of you.
On the road against the Clippers, who could be pretty tough defensively.
They are.
40
They're
points. So Kevin Durant is loving this. He's on fire for this.
You know what, Skip? I want Kevin Durant to go mano-a-mano.
Yep.
Because the reason why is because James Harden plays that style. His team is used to seeing him going mano-a-mano and standing around and hoping to get the pass. That's not what Clay does. That's not what Steph. They're not used to playing that style. So I hope it's a mano-a-mano ball game and the ball isn't moving because that plays right into our hands.
Okay. I am hanging on to Kevin Durant's quote to our man Chris Haynes the other day on Yahoo because it said it all about what he's doing to the NBA and to these playoffs right now. He said, this is where this you know what, is fun. He said, this time of year is what I'm geared for. He said he enjoys the competitiveness right now. He said, you go through such a long season to get this point, and now it's time to produce. And he is producing at an extraordinary level.
You know what I noticed? I noticed he only became built for this bleep the last 3 years. He wasn't built for this in OKC. You noticed that too, Jenny, huh?
Oh.
That's when he became built for it.
I told you.
Oh,
The timing is
interesting.
interesting.
He was hampered. He was victimized.
You know what?
He was a...
You know what? That's what I'm doing. I was built for TV. Until I didn't say that till I got here. 3 years. We arrived at the same time. Me and KD arrived at the same time. You know what that, Skip? So I'm built for this. That's what KD said. I'm built for this.
Well, I'm occasionally handicapped by you, but I just rise above it. I just overcome it. You know, I can overcome it better.
So, in other words, you believe. So, are you saying that well, you like, obviously, you like, say, Houston.
Yeah, well,
Houston.
are they going to climb back in? They have to win 2 games at home. Can they do that?
Yes.
Okay, and I'm also going to remind you this. Late in the year, remember, they played 4 times this year in the regular season.
Right.
And Houston won 3 of them, but Houston did not win the last game, which was at Houston.
Right.
And there was no Kevin Durant in that game.
And go ahead. And true. And all the games were close. Remember, the game that won at Oracle, James Harden had to hit that bomb 3 with 3 guys on it.
Okay.
So all the games are going to be close, Skip.
Okay, but every time you talk about James Harden, you have to put it in the context of regular season or real games, games that really count, playoff games.
Well, how about he rise and shine in this one?
Okay, well, I haven't ever seen it from him the way you better see it now.
Well,
'Cause this is the ultimate test. He's on your clock right now.
But
You have to see whether he's made of what he appears to be made of in regular seasons, because we haven't consistently seen this in the postseason.
Occasionally we'll see it, but more times than not, Skip, it's a very, very, very special player that can increase his regular season scoring average and his playoff scoring average. So he's higher in the postseason than he is in the regular season. It takes a very special player to do that.
But sometimes the numbers are deceiving. You can't just, because you always throw at me, 27, 8, and 8, LeBron James. But who won the game? Who made these shots? Who made the key plays? Not your guy.
Hold on, Skip. But when they say the average, they don't say, well, he averaged this in the wins and this in the losses. He averaged 27, 8, and 8. LeBron James averaged 34, 8, and 8 throughout the entirety of the playoffs last year. They didn't win every game, but that's what he averaged. So stop trying to nitpick.
They got nitpicked. They got swept in the finals. Swept.
Guess what?
Swept.
You know when Michael Jordan put up that 63-point performance? He got swept. And he got swept his first 3 playoff rounds in his NBA career.
Then what happened?
So stop doing that, Skip.
Then what happened?
You see what y'all do? See, what makes me so upset with you, who's the president of the LeBron James hate club, is that no matter what he does, if he lose, so what? He lost. Michael Jordan could lose. Man, but that was a great performance. Look who he went against. The big 3 Celtics. Are they in the Hall of Fame, Shannon? Was Larry Bird great? Was Robert Parrish? That's what you do. Stop doing that.
By the way, I was thinking about this last night.
What were you thinking about?
I was thinking about LeBron's career, because we were talking the other day about...
Reminiscing?
Well, no, I was just thinking about this because we were talking about the 3 he barely won. Do you realize of his 6 losses in the finals, they're not even close. They're wipeouts. Like it wasn't like, oh, he got robbed there, or if only that had happened there. There was no ifs, ands, or buts on any of the 6 losses. He got swept twice, right? Once by Spurs, once by Golden State. He got 5 games by Golden State. Then I need to bring up the epic meltdown, the epic fail in the first go around with Miami. And then he got blown off the floor by a record margin in 2014 by the Spurs. And then we go back to the first Golden State series, and he's up 2-1. And I'm thinking this is going to be his, so to speak, crowning achievement. He's going to remember game 4? Game 4 is in his house. He's up 2-1. Now, he had lost Kevin Love. He lost Kyrie. But it didn't seem to matter. Crowning achievement. And what happened from that point on? He didn't happen.
If you don't mind me asking.
He lost 3 straight games.
Just for me, for, the 2-3 million people that's watching at home. If
5-6 million?
Yeah.
Okay.
If Michael Jordan had lost Scottie Pippen and Dennis Rodman and that last three-peat, are they beating Utah?
With that guy?
Yeah.
I would never bet against that.
I would have.
Well, I wouldn't.
Stop it, Skip. You know now. Come on now. The second and third best player.
Yeah.
So I just want to make sure I'm hearing you correctly. If Steph and Clay, for some unforeseen reason, get abducted by aliens, Kevin Durant gonna beat the Warriors by himself, up 2-1.
Right now, I wouldn't put anything past that 7-foot monster, unstoppable.
I would bet everything I own and everything that I'm going to own in the next several years that up 2-0. If Steph and Clay does not play the remaining of the series, Kevin Durant's not winning.
I think he'd still have a good shot. I do.
That's hard to do.
Yeah.
You're not winning without your second and third best player, Skip. It's not happening. You know that. I know that.
I don't know that.
You do know it.
Yeah, he's playing at a supremely high. We haven't seen this very often. We saw it one time before, and it was that guy up in Chicago. That's the only time I've seen this before, where it's just strict. It's unstoppable.
You just saw it last year.
From
LeBron.
They got swept.
Hold on. So I'm gonna do like Russell. If you want to take 2 or 3 games out of man's career, out of the man's playoff, so be it. Have at it.
Okay. Well, those are the 4 games.
No. So we gonna just
couldn't even win 1 game.
So we just go disregard what he did in Indiana. We gonna disregard what he did against Boston.
He had one great stretch in his career, and it was the first 3 games against Golden State the first time around with no Kevin Love and no Kyrie.
Skip.
That was extraordinary. It didn't last. Everybody told me he ran out of gas. I said he's Iron Man.
What about the Game 7 triple-double? He scored 11 in the 4th. You do realize that. We talk about he scored 11 points in the 4th quarter. And he had a triple-double.
Are you talking about?
The one that beat Golden State came from 3
Oh,
down.
that game.
Yeah, that game. Really?
Kyrie at the shot. It's a tie game. He hits a 3 with 45 seconds left. Game over.
Does the shot matter if Andre Iguodala makes that dunk? Does it matter? Does the shot matter?
J.R. Smith cut him off. Well, he just did.
Game 7 against your Spurs.
Yeah.
You know what he did in the NBA
was
Finals.
Great. My team couldn't get up off the mat.
Why?
Because Ray Allen shot him in the heart, shot me in the heart, and I still haven't recovered.
So J.R. Smith hitting LeBron over the head with a crowbar, that didn't psychologically damage him. But Ray Allen's shot damaged your Spurs. Y'all had a whole new game to come back. Y'all had a day in between. My guy had to pick himself off. He was dazed, groggy, like, what happened? When you saw JR squinting like he got hit now like James Harden. You saw him looking like.
LeBron James had the ball at the top of the key against Steph Curry, and all he had to do is take one dribble to his left and go up and shoot it and win the game, and we'd be having a different conversation.
We'd have had a different conversation if J.R. Smith, who got the rebound and put the ball back in the basket. We'd have had a different conversation.
Don't throw it to George Hill. Just don't.
Get up, Skip. Come on. I'll ask you a question.
Stop it.
In 4 seconds, did J.R. Smith have the ball 3 feet from the basket? A simple no or a simple yes?
We could talk about this.